Well, hi there, everyone. Good evening. Welcome officially to the 2020 Childhaven Virtual Auction. You knew it was 2020. We kind of gave that away. As you can see, the gang's here. Michelle will say hi to in a minute. Relax. Bruce is here. It says so on his mask. We've got our own bar back here as we try to reimagine the Childhaven event. This is our 19th time we have done this, but it seems like the first. Ladies and gentlemen, the first of its kind anyways. I'm Chris Cashman, and I'm so thrilled that you are taking some of your Saturday to be here with us, wherever you might be, supporting Childhaven in the amazing work. You know how important Childhaven is to so many families, to so many kids, and we couldn't make this possible without your support, even if you're at home, even if you're on the couch, even if you're still wearing that outfit you were wearing yesterday. No judgment, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I'm excited tonight to be joined. This is the biggest crowd I've been with, 3 people in about 6 months, ladies and gentlemen. One of my friends from King 5 Television, Michelle Lee.
Hi.
She's that anchor who was doing her work from home. You're one of those people.
Well, I'm one of those people who's been wearing sweats for the last 6 months, so...
Yes. Well, welcome. Thanks for being here.
I'm with everybody. Yeah. Well, thanks, Chris. It's so great to be here. Let me get this off for a second. We are here for a great cause, and we're going to have lots of fun tonight. So it's so amazing and awesome to be with you tonight. We do have an incredible lineup of events for you tonight, from the chance to raise that virtual paddle for Childhaven to also possibly winning some of the amazing live auction items. Did you all see the Peloton Bike Plus?
I told you, I already have a stationary bike at home, my mountain bike. It's been hung up in the garage. It has not moved in 6 months. Doesn't that count?
Not exactly.
Okay.
But, I mean, those things are so hard to get right now. Yeah. I actually looked today.
Yeah, you were actually trying to buy one. What was it, 9 months?
9 weeks.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, so.
But we've got one up for grabs here tonight.
It's exciting.
This is very exciting. By the way, we're going to have to do it officially auction style. Even if we're virtual, if you're at home, just follow along. We're going to sell some items live. We've got some almost live items that are already up for grabs. A lot of you already bidding, and we love that. It's getting fierce, it's getting competitive, and we'll get into it before you know it.
Yeah, it is already fierce. So we are also excited, by the way, to share the stage with Seattle R&B artist and songwriter, Paris Alexa. She is amazing. She will blow you away.
And we should say, it's also important that we get that exactly right. Paris Alexa is amazing. If you say it backwards, you might accidentally buy a trip. Oh. So I noticed I did not say it backwards, ladies and gentlemen. Paris is here, and she's going to rock this stage live.
I didn't say it backwards, did I?
Which is very cool. No.
Oh, please tell me. Okay.
We know. Don't even say that word. We don't want to wake her up and order things. Don't worry about it.
No.
So.
All right, so when you give tonight, by the way, you are providing essential support, of course, to children and families who are facing great adversities, who have experienced trauma, letting them know that especially in this year, really, of unprecedented challenges, that we are here for them and that we are here to help end childhood trauma.
Yeah, even though we're apart, we're going to come together tonight. We're going to make a big difference, and we're going to make a huge, huge impact tonight. Every dollar raised is going to go to help this life-changing work. So that's the great news, and you get to do it in your cozy clothes. We love that. So before we dive into it, let's make sure that you know how to donate. Vitally important, ladies and gentlemen. The good news is it's all right there on that screen in front of you, the same screen that your kids probably spend so much time doing their schoolwork on, so they can help you, parents, if you get stuck. But it's right there on your screen. Just go to the auction page, go to the top right of the screen, and you just click Start Bidding. Don't worry, it's not going to be official. It won't take anything, but it'll walk you through the steps, which is real easy. You can increment your bid. You can just say, I just want it. I'm going to put this. I'm going to drop the hammer. I'm going to put $10,000 down, and I'm going to outbid everybody. You can do that. So just click that. Make sure you're ready to go as we jump into the live auction. But before we do that, we do have a lot of folks that we'd like to thank. In particular, the co-chairs. The 2020 auction committee team has had a remarkable lift on their hands. Needless to say, as we all stay home, stay safe. A big thank you to Paulette Lemon, our co-chair, as well as Rachel Esguerra, our other co-chair. Tremendous leadership. Jenny Beck, thank you to Jenny. Molly Johnson, thank you.
Woo-woo.
Paulo Resende, he'll come up as a donor again tonight as well. Big thank you to Paulo and to Lakeisha Gunter as well. Thank you so much to all of you for making this possible. We don't get to take 2020 off. We know we missed the spring luncheon. So that's why this tonight, what we're doing right now, is so vital. This is our biggest fundraiser of the year for Childhaven, and the cause must march forward, and we couldn't do it without you. We also, of course, want to thank our wine and dine partners who made the meals and all of this possible. A lot of you enjoying at home right now. A Little Neon Taco. Yes, please. Also a donor tonight. We're going to celebrate her a little bit. Nourish Catering, thank you. And a big thank you to Gramando as well. So a big thank you. If we had a band, I'd tell them to fire up right now to our presenting sponsor. Weisbarth and Associates, thank you so much to our presenting sponsor. We quite literally could not do this without you. Thanks for stepping up so big in 2020. Let's thank our platinum sponsors. Amazon, thanks to Ron and Wanda Crockett, we could not do this without you. And our gold sponsors include Alaska, Boeing, Cleary Gottlieb, Deloitte, First Choice Health, Home Street, Kaiser Permanente, and Morgan Stanley. Thank you so very much. We've got a silver sponsor we'd like to celebrate, and you know them well. Seattle Children's. Thank you so much for your support here with Childhaven. All right, now it is my great pleasure to present a special message from our presenting sponsor for the evening.
Hello, we are proud to be presenting sponsors for the 2020 virtual auction. When asked why Childhaven, the first thought that came to mind was personal. You see, when my firstborn turned 1 year old, my wife Juju and I decided to throw him a birthday party. Our friends and family inquired about gift options. What did our child need, we thought? Nothing is all we could come up with. Truly and thankfully, our son's needs were met at the highest level, from the material to the emotional, mental, and spiritual.
Instead, we decided to ask our friends and relatives to make a gift to our community. We wanted to make a difference in the lives of all kids. Thus began our partnership with Childhaven, which now spans over 16 years. In that time, we have donated over $185,000 to Childhaven, investing in the well-being of our children, families, and communities.
We hope you enjoy tonight's program and are inspired as we are to make a difference.
We are all in this together.
Wow, thank you so much, Doron and Juju. Amazing. What an impact. Thank you. Those donations, $185,000. That's what we're doing here tonight. That's the essence of why we're here, raising money for Childhaven tonight. And now it is a great opportunity to hear a special message from Childhaven CEO John Botten, as well as CMO Dr. Bagot Beers, and board member Paulo Resende. Take a look.
I'm so pleased to be joined tonight by two of our tireless leaders, CEO John Botten and our Chief Program and Operations Officer, Dr. Megan Beers. So before we kick off the festivities, can you share a bit about what Childhaven has been up to, especially during this pandemic?
Absolutely. One of the things I love about working at Childhaven is we dare to dream big, because we know that the only way to address childhood trauma and adversity is to think big and act big. And so a few years ago, we adopted a collective impact strategy where we were going to proactively pursue partnership strategies that involve co-locating and consolidations and collaborations with healthcare partners like Harborview Medical Center and Odessa Brown Children's Clinic. And I'm really excited to share that on June 1st, just a few months ago, that we actually had a consolidation simultaneously with Renton Area Youth and Family Services and Art with Heart. So fortunately, the boards of the three organizations and many of our stakeholders recognized that we would be much stronger together and make a bigger impact in the community than we ever could by working in silos. So it's really exciting to see that even in a few months, I really believe that our families are being better served and more holistically served than they ever have in our 110-year history. And even more important than that, they're being served within the communities in which they live, which is something that we've aspired to do for a really long time.
Amazing. Megan, I know the glue that ties it all together is this concept of relational health. And as we often say, childhood trauma is everyone's trauma, and strong relationships is the antidote.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we know, this is even more so right now, is that we have really way too many kids who are growing up in adverse childhood environments. And a lot of those environments are actually born out of systemic racism and intergenerational patterns of trauma, and also intergenerational patterns of poverty. And what the science tells us is that those environments, that adversity, is linked to really everything we care about in terms of health outcomes and well-being throughout the lifespan, whether that's criminal justice involvement, academic success, health and heart disease, all sorts of things. And the cost of this is just astronomical, $500 billion a year. So it impacts every single one of us, either directly or indirectly. And like you said, we know from the science that relational health is the antidote, that buffering kids and surrounding them with strong relationships really changes outcomes for kids and families. And so that's why all of our work, everything we do day to day, is grounded in relational health, in anti-racist practices, and a healing-centered approach for not only kids and families, but for all of us within community.
I believe we could all benefit from applying those principles to all aspects of our lives.
Childhaven exists to make sure that all children are healthy and safe and thriving physically, socially, emotionally, and educationally. And that work isn't possible without the continued support of our community.
Your contribution is really an investment in healing through relationships, and that's relationships, healing for kids and families, healing for our systems, healing broadly for our communities, and really for all of us. So thank you for being a part of that.
We just want to thank all of you for joining us tonight.
I too would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to our volunteers, sponsors, and to all of you joining us this evening. Tonight, when you're raising the paddle, bidding on a fun vacation getaway, or enjoying the bottle of wine a friend sent you for the event, we hope that you have fun and know that it all makes the work we do possible. There could be no better investment. Cheers, and back to you, Chris and Michelle.
Oh, wow. Well, we should thank you, Paulo, John, and Megan, so much for the work you do, so much for daring to dream. Childhaven has been so busy being there for families and kids when they need it the most. And with that, I am excited to share the Childhaven mantra, the heart of it all, with you now.
Childhood trauma is closer than you think. It's the girl next door whose mother battles severe depression. It's the boy whose parents both work overtime struggling to keep stable housing. It's the girl whose family faces racial prejudices countless times a day. It's the boy whose parents live in fear of deportation. It's the girl whose father struggles with substance abuse, self-medicating from his own childhood trauma. It's any child from any family. And it's not just a childhood problem. Childhood trauma lasts well past childhood, affecting the entire community. Childhood trauma and adversity are our biggest problem. Strong relationships are the antidote. Childhaven is addressing the epidemic of childhood trauma and adversity through relationship, partnership, and innovation. And it starts with the child, every child. Childhaven. Because childhood trauma is everyone's trauma.
Good evening. I'm Borik Peshtaz, former board president of Childhaven. I'm excited to share this evening with all of you and share our passion for ending the epidemic of childhood trauma. I don't need to tell you that 2020 has been an unprecedented year. The pandemic has fully exposed the perilous position of our most vulnerable kids and families, and it has tested even the most well-resourced families. We're just beginning to see the effects the pandemic has and will have on kids and their parents' mental, physical, and economic health, but we know the need for trauma care is growing exponentially. The research is clear. The mental and physical health issues of those around us, especially kids, can change the course of families, which in turn can change the course of the world. As a partner in a team of family wealth advisors at Morgan Stanley, I spend a lot of time trying to help families plan for their future. Our approach is to understand the future our clients want for themselves and their families, and to help them use their resources to get there. And we aren't just thinking about the next year. We're thinking about what the world will look like in 5, 10, 15, and even 50 years from now. This approach to planning informs how I view the work of Childhaven. Our job as advocates for the kids is to stay clear on the belief that another world is possible for them. And if we invest our resources wisely today, we can create that world together. A world of healthy, empowered, and connected adults. A world where the kids of today live life by their own passions and curiosities with the support and resources they need. A world where adverse childhood experiences are addressed in childhood so that their trauma can end and so that families can heal. This world is possible, but we need to decide right now what that world is worth to us. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit to the next activity, and I'm going to raise my paddle for $5,000. And I ask that before the next segment begins, you think of your own generous number and then join me in raising your paddle. This is not about my investment or yours, but it's about the collective investment in the world we all know is possible. Thank you for spending your Saturday night right where it counts, here with us. Ready, Chris?
Well, how could I not be with you leading the way? Borik, thank you so much for those inspiring words and for that amazing gift, $5,000 from the heart. Thank you. And let's just keep these good vibes rolling and head into our first fundraising portion of the evening. This is our virtual paddle raise. We want you to actually donate, but virtually. We don't even care how you do it. You could hit enter on the space bar with your toe if you want to, ladies and gentlemen. We're just happy that you're here giving some of your Saturday to support and to champion Childhaven, and we can do it together. All you got to do is click on the donate button right there on the top of your screen. It's going to take you to where you need to go. If you got any questions during the evening, something's wrong on the screen, first thing I would do is smack the side of my computer. Professionals say don't do that. Call the phone number at the bottom of your screen. We have a professional standing by. Is that Michelle's cell phone number? Is that
It's my direct
No,
line.
we have someone else available. Okay, so the phone number is there for you. Just call that. We'll make sure that you're taken care of. We are taking this quite seriously, ladies and gentlemen. Now hold on to your cushions, because here we go with our virtual Raise the Paddle. And we're going to shoot for the stars, because anything worth doing is worth overdoing, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start at the $10,000 level, because we know and we're confident that some of you have that ability to make that donation to dramatically change some lives. And take a look here on the screen. This $10,000, this is our Dare to Dream level. The ultimate Childhaven champion. Is that you? I really hope so. This level is a game changer for the community. It extends Childhaven's reach, the impact, as you heard from John Botten earlier. Childhaven's daring to dream big to make sure every child, every family has what they need to reach their full potential, especially during this challenging time. Your investment at this level enables even more children, even more families in the community to receive the healing and the care they need when and wherever they need it. Please consider that $10,000 donation. Now, maybe you've got $5,000 in your pocket. You're thinking, I was wondering what I was going to invest this in. This would be the moment to do it right now. $5,000 helps you provide our most intensive supports for families with young children who have significant social, emotional, and behavioral needs. Those families know how much of an impact this will make. That can happen at the $5,000 level. Please consider that. Now, if we cut that in half, we're having a fire sale, $2,500 level. Your gift of $2,500 can support partnerships with healthcare providers, other child and family serving organizations right here in the community. In fact, I can see that Brighton Jones is joining us at that $2,500 level right now. Thank you, real-time giving. We hope that you're participating. You don't have to wait until I get through all the levels. You could just start right there at the $10,000. Just hit donate. You could tune me out for a couple of seconds. But if you're not, if you're considering the $1,000 level, let me tell you about the impact that'll make. Childhaven families, they're going to get counseling services, strengthening relationships, building resilience. $1,000 goes a long way with Childhaven, so please do consider that. Now, if we cut that in half, at $500, your gift of $500, that's about the price of parking in downtown Seattle, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put that to better use here tonight. For $500, you can provide developmental therapies to support children from the time they're born all the way up to 3 years of age, and that will address a variety of developmental concerns. That's $500. You might not even know it's missing, but it could change some lives. Now, for $250, about the price of a cup of coffee these days, your gift of $250 can provide a child and the whole family counseling, families and the children from the time they're born all the way up until 24. That's a big deal. $250. Please consider that. Now, maybe you got a cool, crisp $100 bill. That's what you're prepared to part with here tonight for Childhaven. That gift of $100 can provide Childhaven's Art with Heart Creative Expressions books. These are special. These help with trauma after loss. These materials also help kids learn emotional management skills and build resilience. We can do that with your gift of $100, so please consider that. Now, our last and final level is a special one. This is $50. This is the Childhaven Board Challenge. I don't mean they're bored. I mean, they're excited. In fact, the board has been hard at work. I'm told they only took breaks for 20 seconds at a time to wash their hands, and then they'd get right back to work preparing this fundraiser here tonight. So at the $50 level, they're prepared to match you. They're putting their money where their mouth is, matching $50 bids. This is about collective impact, as we've talking about. We can do that. So put that bid in at $50 and know that that is going to be matched right there by the board. Those are the levels. Please consider it. We see the money coming in as we speak, and we're going to celebrate you before we know it. Thank you so much for giving. We know 2020 is unusual. You've got a lot of places to be, although you're told to stay home. So thanks for doing what you're told tonight and supporting Childhaven.
Absolutely.
Look at these bids coming in. This
oh my
is
gosh.
wonderful news.
Well, can we give shout outs to
I think
people?
we
I saw
could.
Sandy McDade at $25,000.
She broke the rules, and we encourage that.
Breathless.
Sandy, thank you. Lance Soliday right there at
Yes.
$10,000. Anna White at $10,000. Mike Rodden at $10,000. Look at Jake jumping in at $5,000. I mean, this is
Holy
happening
moly.
right now, live. Thank you so much,
Thank
ladies
you
and
so
gentlemen.
much.
Thank
And
you.
also, everyone at every level, we appreciate it so much.
Absolutely.
All right, Chris, that was incredible to witness, but I actually ordered you a refreshment over at the bar.
Brownie points.
So you
Okay.
can take a quick break because we're about ready to jump into the live auction. You're going to need your breath. So I just want everyone to kind of get ready, freshen your glasses, get out, that special mask that you got in your party kit. I've got mine, right? So this is for good luck, and I actually might use this for that Peloton Bike Plus that I've been talking about, or, maybe just a week at Sun River. It's really hard to decide what we're gonna do with that. But they are also, we should mention, very cool things in the silent auction. One thing that you may like, have you heard of Russell Wilson? You know that guy? There's an autographed and framed Russell Wilson Hawks jersey that I think would look pretty cool in anyone's home office right now. We also want to mention that the online silent auction is open until 8 o'clock tonight, an hour after this broadcast ends. And I will put my slippers on, and I just want to make sure to outbid Christy. Christy, if you're watching, I see you. I see you. So just be prepared.
Of course, hopefully they're probably doing it in their decorated masks. I'm just modeling this one. Remember when masks were just for fun, ladies and gentlemen?
I it.
Celebrate tonight. This looks good. You wear that. I'm going to need full visibility, ladies and gentlemen, as we're about to jump into the live auction. You know, we've changed the format this year. Price of admission is free. All you have to pay is attention, courtesy of Childhaven. Let's raise some money. Let's have a blast while we do it. You can follow along in your screen there, or you can just sit back, relax, and bid, and bid, and bid, and bid, and bid. All right? So, we've got a lot of fun stuff to get through here, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't we just start right at the beginning? The man you were just talking about, quite possibly the NFL MVP, Russell Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, up for grabs. Take a look. Start bidding right now because some of your friends already got started without you. Seattle Seahawks 2021 VIP training camp for 4. Is it too soon to start thinking ahead to next summer? I say no, ladies and gentlemen. Quite possibly, they will be the Super Bowl champions. Wouldn't you like to be there at the VMAC? You always hear about the Virginia Mason Athletic Center there in Renton, right along Lake Washington. They fly in free agents and seaplanes and they get off on the dock. It's the thing you only see on TV. You'll get to be there, VIP style. Russell will get to hear you. Your favorite players, if you're shouting to them, they'll get to hear you. You'll be there, 4 of you, VIP style, in the VIP hospitality tent right there on the shores of Lake Washington. Huge thank you to the Seahawks for donating that item to Childhaven. It could be yours if you're the winning bidder. Seahawks fans. So jump on that. We'll check in, see how it's going right now. Let's see who looks like Molly wants it the most. Although she's only outbidding Jody King by $100.
And it's Jody King, Jody King, and Jody King. She's only going with herself.
See, that's 3 Jody Kings. That's number 3, lucky number 3. All right, so while they're duking it out over the Seahawks package, we want to make sure we tell you about that Sun River getaway that Michelle was talking about, the crown jewel of Central Oregon. In fact, my parents grew up in that neck of the woods.
Really?
A town so special, they named it after a bend in the river. Bend, Oregon. Sun River is right outside of that. If you haven't been to Sun River, it's a special place, and it is just in the backyard of Mount Bachelor. You get a week stay in a private Sun River home, sleep 6 comfortably, or as I like to say, probably 12 really miserable. So let's stick to 6 comfortably. You've got the fireplace, the hot tub, the gourmet kitchen, private backyard space. I can tell you, quite honestly, it is my favorite place on the planet. My daughters love it. It is bike trails, all of the fun stuff that you ever want to do, outdoor recreation, all the things you see from Central Oregon that people celebrate. And again, Mount Bachelor is right there. You're there in 20 minutes. Big thank you to Jenny Beck for donating this. Who wants to get away for a week to Sun River? You got your own house. Bidding is already underway on that one as well.
It's so close.
Felicia Porter says, I want it the most, but again, only separated by Lord Baker by $100.
I know.
So get in on that.
Get in on it.
Meanwhile, we should tell you a little closer to home. Oh, as my mother would say, the yummiest place around. Willow's Lodge. Right over there in Woodinville, our own little wine country. Sip, savor, and the sleep package. This getaway at the award-winning Willow's Lodge. Beautiful Woodinville wine country if you have not been to Willow's Lodge. People go, they don't usually leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's so cozy, it is so special. And this is the Sip, Savor, and Sleep package. You're getting wine tasting for 2 at the Guardian Cellars, dinner at Barking Frog. Try to get a reservation for Barking Frog.
Kidding.
You'll skip the line, ladies and gentlemen. A wonderful night away. What a cool opportunity to get away to Woodinville wine country and Willows. All right.
Chris, this one is only separated by $50.
Ooh, oh, you're looking ahead.
Very close.
Oh, you're right. So that's getting competitive here. And meanwhile, while they're duking it out, maybe that's your item. Maybe you had your eye on this one. It's backed by popular demand. The perennial favorite, 6-night luxury stay in Bali. Now, I know for obvious reasons we'd all like to get away right now, but what about getting away to Bali, ladies and gentlemen? How cool is this? A private villa, nothing short of first class there. You got the Balinese staff pampering you at the Villa Pantai, modern, classic, elegant, relaxed villa. You got everything there. I mean, 7,000 square foot secluded luxury on a 1.5 acre private beachfront. You've got everything you'd want. It says AC, 4.5 modern bathroom facilities. Villa Pantai is the essence of luxury. Look at this package. It says it includes everything. Airport transfers, welcome drinks, daily breakfast, 4 one-hour Balinese massages, 4 scuba diving lessons. Even says it has Wi-Fi. And ladies and gentlemen, my favorite place to surf the internet in all of the world is Bali. That's a fun fact. Go there just for the Wi-Fi. Stay for the luxury. So scuba diving, the day trips, all of it is there. It's all included. Dinner served poolside with Balinese dancers. What a great opportunity. And as always, thanks you to Scott Swingle and Villa Pantai for offering this up. We know people are already duking it out over this opportunity. Marcelina Castillo says, mine. Although she's been hovering on that bid for about a half an hour, ladies and gentlemen. So get in on that if you want to go to Bali and do it for a great cause and supporting Childhaven. All right, now, the chef's dinner for 8. Yes, please. I don't know about you, but tater tots and staying home is starting to wear thin again, ladies and gentlemen. Chef's Dinner for 8 with Monica Dimas of Little Neon Taco, a wonderful supporter tonight. A lot of you already enjoying her tacos right now. How about a cool opportunity? One of the Seattle's top chefs, Monica Dimas of Neon Taco. She's going to cook for you. She's going to come right to your house. Modern take on a Mexican-style family dinner. She's got drinks included as well. And she's been listed in all of the hottest magazines and the top list, the Seattle Met's Next Hot Chefs. It's going way back to 2015 and earlier. So what a cool opportunity to have her come to your house and cook for your family. And we are told that it also includes a Magnum bottle of wine, which, Bruce, I left it right there, but now I don't see it, Bruce. I thought you were Mr. Trustworthy. I'm going off script here. This is yours, ladies and gentlemen. We're also going to throw this in. And I'm a massive guy, so that tells you how big this is.
Exactly.
I would hand this to Michelle, but I'm afraid of what might happen, ladies and gentlemen. So that will also be yours. Thank you, Bruce.
That value, by the way, is at least $300.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a fancy bottle, and that is yours, courtesy of Walla Walla. Okay, so people want to get away. I know sooner or later we're going to get to do whatever we want again, but until then, we got to do it the right way. How about a weekend stay at Waterbrook Winery and Bungalow wine tasting for 6? Yes, please get over to Walla Walla. Private, fully appointed 3-bedroom guest house. You got a 75-acre winery right out the back. You got the cook and a gourmet kitchen. You can dine out. Of course, they got every great restaurant right out there in your backyard. Complimentary reserve wine tasting at Waterbrook Tasting Room. You've got lunch prepared by Waterbrook's executive chef, oh, by the way, on the patio there. Locally grown ingredients. It's just going to be the best of the best right there on their property in Walla Walla. The Brown Family Vineyards, Canoe Ridge, you're also going to go check that out as well. So take advantage of that getaway to Walla Walla. Who doesn't want that? Also makes a great gift. Think about that. Maybe somebody in your life. All right.
Oh, that one's close too.
I see. Yeah, how are we doing on that one? Separated by just a
Rosette's
couple
in the
$100.
lead.
Rosette wants it so far. She's going to that getaway. I would just say, if you're Facebook friends with Rosette, outbid her because she can drive you crazy. She's going to be at the vineyard. She's going to be doing the wine tasting. Look at lunch with the chef.
She's going after
Let's
that.
get
That'd be
competitive.
hard.
We're doing it for a great cause, folks. All right, let's tell you about the backyard barbecue. Time to upgrade the backyard. Before you know it, we'll be out there. I mean, look. Football, you're spending more time out there grilling, doing all that stuff. This is a great opportunity to get the ultimate. Again, one of those things that's hard to find. We were talking about how hard it is to find some of these things like the Pelotons. Try finding a good backyard stove, like this Solo Stove Bonfire. These are the best. I drool over these things on the internet all the time. Remember when you used to get logs and kindle and you're trying to get it rusty and that's over. This thing looks like it is right out of the future. Beautiful stainless, and that can be yours. It is a smokeless portable pit. How cool is that? We're also throwing in the Keeter Modern Cool Bar, outdoor patio table, 2-person double hammocks. These are 12-footers. And of course, cornhole, a sport that's become so popular. It's on ESPN. 1 and 2, ladies and gentlemen. So update your backyard, and thank you to David Lawrence and Tony Wang, by the way, for helping us put together that super cool package. Upgrade the backyard.
Yeah.
That bidding is already happening right now. Luis Rodriguez says, mine outbidding Ruth.
But by $50.
Ruth, don't be undersold.
She's going to get it.
Don't be undersued. All right, here we go. Music lover's dream. Let's piggyback that.
Ooh.
I had this one earmarked.
Oh,
I had this one earmarked. I'm not saying that I'm going to outbid you, but it's possible if you don't jump on this, ladies and gentlemen. Take your home entertainment to the next level. Sonos, these are the best speakers. This is the Sonos 5. This is the Project T1 Phonos. We're going to throw in a turntable. We've got vinyl to start your collection from the Rolling Stones, their best albums ever, ladies and gentlemen. So you're getting the best sound, you're getting cool turntable, you're getting vinyl, and just like that, you're like the coolest sounding house on the block. Thank you, by the way, to Paulo Resende, who we've already celebrated tonight, for helping us with this one. So upgrade your sound. What a cool opportunity. So folks are already bidding on that. Dennis Austin says, mine. Miss Colleen O'Reilly says, not so fast. I'm right on your heels. In fact, $50 separates those bidders. So you jump on that. Meanwhile, one that I actually get goosebumpy talking about because I'm already thinking about it, because it's one of those things this summer that was taken away from us, and I can't wait. For 2021 Seafair, an opportunity for you to be VIP at the return of Seafair. What a party is that going to be? This is for 4 of you and 3 friends. Seafair experience like no other. 4 VIP suite tickets. Final race day, the unlimited hydros, the races, 2021 Seafair hydro races. You'll be in the pits. You'll be VIP style, fully hosted food and bar, unobstructed seating, and perhaps the best part is this is from Home Street. And Paulette Lemon. Jimmy Shane is the Home Street racer. He wins every year. He's an amazing guy. So just so happens that you're going to be hanging out with the winning team at Seafair. 4 of you, VIP. Thank you so much to Paulette for setting us up with that. Seafair will be here. Summer will be here before you know it. And won't it be fun to celebrate summer again the old-fashioned way? All right. This is a fun item. These are really hard to get. We're talking about the Peloton's hard to get. 2021 PGA Championship at the Ocean Course at Kiowa Island Golf Resort. This is over there in South Carolina. That's where Bill Murray lives. You always see him on TV walking. Even he's like, how did you get tickets to the Open? You guys at Childhaven got them? How'd you guys get those tickets? These are hard to get, so start packing. You'll be at the 2021 PGA Championship at the Ocean Course there at Kiowa Island Golf Resort, again in South Carolina. Very cool, very limited opportunity to get in on this. You're not going to find these tickets available. Spectator glasses, get those ready. This includes a $500 Visa gift certificate towards lodging, anything else you want to complete the trip. We're also going to throw in 4 coach tickets from Alaska Airlines. No restrictions on the date, so we'll get you there and get you back, no problem. And you're going to get that $500 gift card towards anything you want. Big thank you to Carl and Carrie Lovestead for helping us put this item together. Again, something you really just can't go out and buy. Exclusive to us here tonight, to Childhaven. Get in on that. Bidding is happening right now. Cassandra Johnson says, yeah, I know. Somebody's probably saying, hey, you get those, gobble on those. She's probably hovering over the keyboard right now, ladies and gentlemen. But if you want it, get in on that, because we have just one opportunity for that 2021 Open.
I think Cassandra's going to have a good 2021.
I think so.
Really
I know.
doing a
You could
good
just
job
stack
with
it up right now. Hey, Seahawks fans, let's go back to this opportunity. Holy catfish, it is the 2021 Reserve Club experience. Aces for 2. I know, it's a weird impression. I must be the only guy on the planet who does it. All right, 2 individuals, 2 of you get to experience the 2021 Seahawks game VIP style. Again, I'm not overselling this. They very possibly are going to the Super Bowl this year. So wouldn't you like to know that next fall, when the 12s get to return, how loud that's going to be, how much fun that's going to be when Russell Wilson is the league MVP. They quite possibly are Super Bowl champions again. We want you to be there. The Field Club hospitality passes pregame. So you're there on the field, hanging out with them. After the game, you're hanging out with the best fans in the NFL. You're going to be the Reserve Club rooting on the Hawks. You've got the sight lines, you've got the best seats, indoor, outdoor seating, you've got the TVs, you've got the wide padded seating, all of the stuff that you see the people on TV where they're real up close and the beautiful seats. Who do they know? You've even got your own personal barista, full service espresso bar, 2 private chefs, and exclusive access to the Reserve Club, full service private bar, the big TVs, Sunday ticket, and perhaps the most valuable item of all, a bathroom, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be at CenturyLink not fighting for a bathroom. That could be yours. How cool is that? VIP next season with the Seahawks. You better get serious about this, because I will be bidding on this. Big thank you to the Seattle Seahawks for representing the 12s. Be there, VIP, next season. Now, the item you've been waiting for. Technically, most of the people in the country have been waiting for, because it's on back order, but you could jump on it tonight. The Peloton. Michelle's already been price shopping.
And not just the bike, the Bike Plus. Sorry.
The Peloton Bike Plus with the annual membership. So you're getting all that. You're getting the person on the other side of the screen yelling at you and say, come on, let's go, ramp it up. Brand new Peloton Bike Plus, everything you need, the ultimate full body workout, the comforts of home. Again, this is something you get in line. If you want to go buy it, get in line. It's a long one. We have one for you tonight, courtesy of your friends here at Childhaven, and the money is going to the best cause there is. No restrictions. You'll receive the bike in as little as 4 weeks. So everybody else is going to be waiting until like 2021. Not you. Bid on that right now, ladies and gentlemen. All of those items currently being fought over right now, live. I hope you're bidding. Don't delay, because we're going to close the bidding soon, and we're going to crown the winners of those items before you know it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We've technically gone through our live auction list.
Yes. Okay, I'm just looking. I think we have like a minute and a half before we close the live auction.
That's what I'm saying. So hover.
So
Puppy guard, ladies and gentlemen. Puppy guarding rules don't apply. You're allowed to hover. Keep bidding, keep bidding. Do not be outbid.
Oh, man. I think Nellie's going to take that bike.
Soon enough, we're going to announce the winners of each item, as well as the other announcements, like the winner of the RSVP contest. But first, Michelle, this is your SNL music moment.
Oh, yes. We are introducing Paris Alexa.
Yeah. I've been living my life different since the day I found peace. Sunflowers, dandelions, poppies blooming all around me. It feels like I'm not confined to limitations like space and time. I've been expanding my bandwidth to something immeasurable. Take nothing for granted and watch your life become pleasurable. Like it did for me, never been this free. Wanna know what I've been doing lately? I've been dancing in the garden of truth. All the flowers dancing with me, yeah. So high from life, I never ever wanna come down. Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Yeah. See, lately life's been feeling like a movie. I've been bubbling like jacuzzis. I'm not trying to front. Now I do what I want, like Lil Uzi. You do you, I'ma do me. I've been turning over new leaves. I'm so high up in the sky, you think that I just rolled a doobie, but my drug of choice is peace. I'm so at ease, I'm trying to spread this feeling from the floor to ceiling like disease. Something crazy epidemic. Look, happiness is living in me, just like a tenant. And I bet that if you let it in, then you'll be feeling what I'm feeling. It's an amazing feeling. Like if you blink, you'll miss. Now you're convinced it can't be real. And you rub your eyes and pinch yourself, but nothing that you try will help. I know because I did the same thing. Only thing that's working is dancing in this garden of truth. All the flowers, they're dancing with me. Yeah. It was so high from life, I never ever wanna come down. Are you with me now? Yeah. Tell me, are you with me now, baby? I just wanna know, can you tell me, tell me? Can you tell me, are you with me now? Can you tell me, baby? Are you with me now? Yeah. Can you tell me, are you with me now? Can you tell me, baby? Are you with me now? Yeah. Are you with me now?
Wow. Bravo.
Wow,
Can
how
you
cool is that?
believe
When was the
Paris
last time you
Alexa-
saw an amazing live performance? A live performance,
know.
period, let alone somebody that talented, just for you,
It's
just
so
for us at
She's so
Childhaven.
amazing. Incredible. I love it.
Or us, Alexa.
We're gonna
Don't
hear
worry,
from her
she's
again.
got another song for us. She's not going very far here. This has been a wonderful evening. This is the part where we say our volunteers are tabulating the results as we speak. They really are. In fact, we're going to actually reveal some of the results. We're going to find out who won these items because a lot of you are still hovering over that keyboard. Is it me? Did I win? Is it me? Did I win?
Right.
So when those results are ready, we're going to pop them up on the screen and we're going to tell you exactly who won those live auction items. But as you can see, our friend Bruce is doing us a tremendous favor, and he's pouring champagne. Some of you actually had some of yours delivered. This would be the time to pop one, to toast one, because it has been a crazy year. There's still much more to go, but a lot of you have made this a priority, and you're spending some of your Saturday here with some purpose and supporting Childhaven, and we can't thank you enough for doing that. We do know how valuable your time is, that you're pulled in so many directions, but thank you for taking the time and saying, no, I'm going to be there. Again, this is our 19th time doing this for Childhaven. First time we've certainly done it like this. First time we've been at Maidenbauer.
Yeah.
With 3 people, 4, I guess, counting Paris. She'll be back out here in a minute. So a cheers to all of you, a cheers to you, and a cheers to you at home. You earned it.
It's okay to admit it when you need a little help. You can't make it on your own. You can't do it by yourself. I said it's okay to admit it. So what you gonna say when I admit it? Are you gonna give it? Are you gonna water me? Can't you see my falling leaves? I feel like I'm wilting. Don't just start something and leave, 'cause your love is what I need. I've never been good at photosynthesis. I'm really trying to grow on my own, on my own. I'm really trying to grow on my own, on my own. I'm really trying to grow on my own. So are you gonna water me? Can't you see my falling leaves? I feel like I'm wilting. Oh, and don't just start something and leave, 'cause your love is what I need. I've never been good at photosynthesis. I'm really trying to grow on my own, on my own. I feel like I'm wilting. And don't just start something and leave, 'cause your love is what I need. I've never been good at photosynthesis. I'm really trying to grow on my own. I'm really trying to grow on my own. I'm really trying to grow, trying to grow, trying to grow. But I need you, baby. So are you gonna water me, baby? Are you gonna water me, baby? Are you gonna water me? Oh, water. Are you gonna water me? Are you gonna water me?
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Another great song. Paris Alexa, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. How wonderful to have a live performance in our life again. And thank you to Paris for carving out some time for Childhaven. This is great. Before we run out of here, we should celebrate the earnings, how generous you have been here tonight, because we'll just reveal the results, ladies and gentlemen. Together, tonight, live on the internet. I can only guesstimate there must be an estimated 30 million people joining us right now on the internet. I haven't checked the results, Bruce. That's probably good, right?
Look,
Might be the champagne
Here we
talking.
go.
You've raised, ladies and gentlemen, $138,425.
Incredible.
Virtually from your couch for the wonderful families that so desperately rely on the great support and the great resources with Childhaven. We could not have done that without you. $138,000. This crowd would be going crazy if there was a crowd.
Wait,
But
we
there
have
is not. It's not
cardboard
safe enough.
cutouts in the audience.
No,
and they're
that's
cheering us.
early. Yeah,
Oh.
that's last month.
Oh.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. We do want to thank you, though, as we're getting ready to acknowledge the winners of these live auction items. So many of you bidding. We know this is new for a lot of you. We're making the best of it, but clearly you have stepped up and you have helped us do it in a major way to raise $138,000 here on a Saturday night from your couch. We cannot thank you enough.
And look, here we go. It's tallying more and more as we go. 139, 675. We just saw a big donation from Dennis Austin at $1,000. So thank you so much for that. And I know that we will hit even higher numbers.
Absolutely. You know, we never know what to expect with something like this. We hope that you would just simply tune in. You did. You stepped up. Thank you to the donors and so many people that helped put this all together. As you can imagine, it's unusual even for us. In fact, I'll take you a little behind the curtains here.
Okay.
You know, there's only a few of us in this giant, beautiful facility here. Security came backstage and said, "Hey, we saw a guy walking around in a tuxedo." I said, "Did he look like me?" She said, "That's the one." So even they're taking it quite seriously here, just like you can imagine. All of these buildings are very secure, very clean. There's nobody here but us. So we're thankful, though, to get the opportunity to come do it because, again, the mission is so critical. It's so important. We simply could not afford to take the year off. There's families, there's kids counting on us, and we simply needed to step up and to do it. And to do it and for you to show up and to show up with your debit card, That means the world to us. Thank you for giving from the bottom of your hearts.
And we do want to mention, too, that you can still win something tonight as well, even though we're about ready to
Silent
announce
auction's going on right now.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite items
Which one is
are
yours?
going on, and that's, well, I've always had a fantasy of having my own oil painting. And that's up for grabs. Did you see that? An oil painting? Come on. I mean, that's pretty cool.
That
I mean,
is
there's a lot of
priceless,
getaways.
actually.
Russell Wilson's jersey is signed, and that's up for grabs.
Yeah.
That's not marketing. He really likely, possibly will be the league's MVP. It's gone up for value. In fact, he just threw another touchdown. They're not even playing. He's somehow disconnected for another touchdown
And
right now.
I think we should give a shout out to Christy again, because I know Christy's watching. So someone needs to take that from her.
Well, and the good news is we celebrated how much money we raised, $138,000. It's already at $140,375
that's right.
because people are continuing to give right now, and that's what's so wonderful with the internet. The fact that we don't have the crowd here, you're not raising your bid paddles. Some of you, maybe you stepped out of the room, maybe you had to go out to the car, maybe you heard a knock at the door, you came back, you bid. So please keep doing that. As Michelle mentioned, the silent auction is still going to be open until 8 o'clock, so you've got some more time to get bids in on those things. So if you got outbid, don't get mad, get even. You can do that in the silent auction.
Exactly. Should we name the winners? Are we?
Well, they are
almost done?
tabulating right now because, as you can
still.
imagine, there was $50 that
That's
separated
true.
so
That's
many
true.
of these items, so they have to see who made it official because, you know, these things must be scientific.
I got really excited because I thought we were getting the all clear, and it may have been just like jazz hands of excitement.
Well, it is because it's one of those good problems to have. We have so much bidding going on that to decide who won rather than say, you got it,
Right.
it's a little bit more complicated than that. They actually have to go see who was the last bidder, who was the highest bid.
Yeah, it's a little different. You can't get into someone's face this year, and say,
No.
hey, you bid.
No,
No, you can't do that.
that's very non-2020. Bruce, how are you doing?
I'm doing great back here. Thank you.
He didn't know. See, he's got a microphone on. He was very much, Bruce is very much a part of this here. He's a critical part. As those of you who know who come in person to this event, because again, this is the 19th time we've done this, a critical part of the success of these events is making sure the audience is well hydrated,
Yeah,
shall we say,
exactly.
ladies and gentlemen. Feeling good, feeling loose, because you've earned it. We know it's a tough year. So to get to celebrate, even to spend this 1 hour with us, celebrating Childhaven is so great, and it means so much to us. So thank you again for doing it.
Yeah, I wonder how many people are sitting on the edge of their seats right now, like sitting at the edge of their couch wondering, did I get the trip to Bali?
I'm wondering. I'm on the edge of my seat wondering, because the people deciding over there, they're doing this look.
Yeah. Or maybe they're on their stationary mountain bike thinking, did I get the Peloton?
The Peloton. That's right. That's right. Ooh, this is exciting.
Oh,
this is exciting.
we
This is
getting
like
the
the
paper?
Academy Awards, ladies and gentlemen, where the paper comes flying in. You could
Like
just paper
hotcakes.
airplane it. You could just paper airplane that, just fly that right in.
Ooh. I can't read any of this.
Uh-oh. Is that not? Let's see if I can, ladies and gentlemen. These look like the winners, ladies. Sun River, the winner. Crossed Davis. Sun River, that was our winning bidder. The Seahawks, that reserved item, Beth Tinker. Congratulations, she got the Seahawks reserved. That's for the tickets.
Oh, okay.
Going to training camp would be Molly Johnson. If you're in her crew, I'd break out the tank tops and the flip-flops right now. Start packing, getting ready for VMAC. That chef's dinner, how cool is this? John Crass, that is yours. Congratulations.
And that big bottle of wine?
Bali. It was Marcelino Castillo is going to Bali. Way to go. Again, if you're Facebook friends, I might even mute her that week. I just would say, the pictures alone are going to be amazing in Bali. Seafair, Cassandra Johnston, you are VIP at Seafair, and you will be the envy of your neighborhood. The PGA tickets, those hard to get
yeah,
PGA
wow.
tickets in South Carolina. David Suri, that's yours. Going to Willows Lodge. Jill, I won't even attempt to read that.
Jill, you know who
It is a
you
very
are.
fancy name, and it belongs in a marquee. I just can't do it justice. You're going to Willows, Jill. The backyard upgrade, Luis Rodriguez, that is yours. He's getting that solo stove. And the bike, the Peloton.
Ooh, who got it?
Gretchen Brennan. You won't even recognize Gretchen a year from now. Gretchen Brennan has the Peloton, ladies and gentlemen. I think the resale on those alone is going to be through the roof. And also Waterbrook going on that little getaway. Yolanda Christensen and that music package, Roberto Palmaca. So those are your winners in the live auction item. We have 12 items. We had wonderful donors. Thank you so much to those of you. And our current total now is at $142,125. We get, how much tip do you get, Bruce? Is this like a 20% thing? This is on the house?
Yeah, this is on the house tonight, yes.
See, that's why his mask says, relax, Bruce is here. Thanks
And
for holding it
again-
down today.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we do want to remind everyone again, you can bid until 8 o'clock on the silent auction items. So bid often.
You got a little over an hour. Thank you so much for being here with us. The good news is we're scheduled to go right until 7 o'clock, but this is the internet, so it's not like there's a show waiting to take over after us. Who have we been competing with tonight? Netflix? This is amazing.
Well, yeah.
You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be right here with Childhaven. And again, our current total sitting at $142,125. Thank you so much for giving from the bottom of your heart. A lot of you didn't even bid on live auction items. You just gave. And that means a whole heck of a lot to a lot of families and a lot of kids, and certainly to everybody working behind the scenes here at Childhaven. So thank you so much for being here. Michelle Lee, thank you. Wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see anybody in person these days, even if it's at a social distance. Bruce, thank you.
Thank you.
Vital part of the success here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. For everybody here at the Maiden Bower, and by everybody I mean the smattering of us. Well, it's just us. It's just us and all of you, the estimated 30 million people watching us at home right now on the Childhaven Satellite Network. Thanks so much for being here.
Good night.